I'm sorry about it cutting off. So that as certainly as he is the creator, so certainly he is the blesser of every created thing, and can give nothing but blessings, goodness, and happiness from himself, because he has in himself nothing else to give. It is much more possible for the sun to give forth darkness than for God to do or be or give forth anything but blessings and goodness. Now, this is the ground and original of the spirit of love in the creature. It is and must be a will to all goodness. And you have not the spirit of love till you have this will to all goodness at all times and on all occasions. You may indeed do many works of love and delight in them, especially at such times as they are not inconvenient to you or contradictory to your state or temper or occurrences in life. But the spirit of love is not in you till it is the spirit of your life, till you live freely, willingly, universally according to it. For every spirit acts with freedom and universality, according to what it is. It needs no command to live its own life, or be what it is, no more than you need bid wrath to be wrathful. And therefore, when love is the spirit of your life, it will have the freedom and universality of a spirit. It will always live and work in love, not because of this or that here and there, but because the spirit of love can only love wherever it is or goes or whatever is done to it, as the sparks know no motion but that of flying upwards, whether it be in the darkness of the night or in the light of the day. So the spirit of love is always in the same course. It knows no difference of time, place, or persons, but wherever it gives or forgives, bears or forbears, it equally doing its own delightful work, equally blessed from itself. For the spirit of love, wherever it is its own blessing and happiness, because it is the truth and reality of God in the soul, and therefore is in the same joy of life, and is the same good to itself everywhere and on every occasion. Oh, sir, would you know the blessings of the blessings it is this God of love dwelling in your soul and killing every root of bitterness? So what does love do? Love kills every root of bitterness inside of you, which is the pain and torment of every earthly, selfish love, okay? When you're selfish, you don't have love in you. For all wants are satisfied, all disorders of nature are removed. No life is any longer a burden. Every day is a day of peace. Everything you meet becomes a help to you, because everything you see or do is all done in the sweet, gentle element of love. For as love has no by-ends, wills nothing but its own increase, so everything is as oil to its flame. It must have that which it wills, and cannot be disappointed, because everything naturally helps it to live in its own way, and to bring forth its own work. The spirit of love does not want to be rewarded. What? The spirit of love does not want to be rewarded, honored, or esteemed. It only desires to be propagate itself and become the blessing and happiness of everything that wants it. And therefore it meets wrath and evil and hatred and opposition with the same one will as the light meets the darkness. So you understand? Wrath, evil, and hatred and opposition, those are the spirits that fight against the spirit of love. So people who carry wrath, evil, hatred, and opposition, they're always fighting people who have the spirit of love inside of them, and people with jealousy, with the same one will as the light meets the darkness. So light meet and darkness, they don't mix, only to overcome it with all its blessings. Did you want to avoid the wrath and ill will, or to gain the favor of any persons? You might easily miss of your ends. But if you have no will, but to all goodness, everything you meet, be it what it will, must be forced to be affinite to you. For the wrath of an enemy, the treachery of a friend, and every other evil only helps the spirit of love to be more triumph, to live its own life, and find all its own blessings in a higher degree. Whether therefore you consider perfection or happiness, in it all included in the spirit of love. So even oneness is love, because as it tells you, the Most High is love inside and out with Himself. When you separate yourself, you're going to be in oneness with love. All right, and must be so for this reason, because the infinity, perfect, and happy God is mere love, and unchangeable will to all goodness, and therefore every creature must be corrupt and unhappy, yeah, so far as it is led by any other will than the will to all goodness. So if your spirit is not in the love and goodness, then you're already corrupt. Thus you see the ground, the nature, and the perfection of the spirit of love. Let me now in a word or two show you the necessity of it, the spirit of love. Now the necessity is absolute and unchangeable. No creature can be a child of God but because the goodness of God is in it, nor can it have any union or communication with the goodness of the deity till its life is a spirit of love. This is the one only band of union between God and the creature. Love is what brings you to the Lord, to the God. All besides this, or what is not this, call it by what name you will, is only so much error, fiction, impurity, and corruption got into the creature, and must of all necessity be entirely separated from it.